Hello, welcome to Three Crows Runes. My name is Jen. Let's do some rune readings. Today it is Moon Day, the 18th day of the month of Augustus, and the moon, I didn't even look. Hang on a second. Let me just quickly check what the moon is going to be. It's a waning crescent. It's at 24%. The new moon is on the 23rd. There. I really ought to get these things organized before I start. But anyway, I love you. So let's get started. So this is a message for whenever you find this video. And this is for whoever this message is for when you find this video. I am using the Elder Futhark on birchwood. So let's get started. See what message wants to come through today. What message wants to come through today? Okay, yes, right there. How are you? How are you in these rare times? I hope you are doing well. Doopy-doo. And I am going to do this. We just do this now. We just do this now. Okay. And for our outcome, yes, good. So the message that wants to come through today, the central issue, is represented by Tivaz reversed. Tivaz is Tyr's rune. Tyr is the warrior god. He has to do with, yes, driving forward on a goal. However, he also has to do with taking care of things that need to be taken care of, tending to duties and responsibilities. So in the central issue spot, this rune is reversed. So there are a couple of ways I'm going to read this. First of all, you may be feeling disarmed at the moment. You may be feeling like the sword has been knocked out of your hand and that you are not able to do the things that you feel you must. You may feel like you're not able to drive forward on your goals or on your quest. You may also feel as though you've been neglecting duties that you've needed to take care of because because of this moment that has you've dropped your sword. But you may also be very much needing to turn that. The duty tending to yourself. You may need to, because it's reversal, because reversals tend to be also about inner, so it turns it around to you. So what are some duties and responsibilities that you need to take care of for yourself? What are some things that you need to take care of for yourself that need to be taken care of? Leading up to this, we have Fehu. Fehu's the rune of wealth and worth. This is not necessarily money. This is cattle. So this is the wealth that you tend. These are the things that, as long as you're taking care of them, will give your life value and richness and meaning. So up until this point, especially like recently up until this point, you've been looking at this and you've been thinking about, okay, I'm thinking about my value and my worth and what's giving me that sense of that. And now you're in a situation where you're like, I really need to take care of my own duties and responsibilities, like my own things that need to be taken care of. Because right now, I think this is probably why this came up, is that maybe you'd been doing a lot of things for other people or out in the world, but you hadn't been taking care of your own cattle. So now we're turning it inward and we're saying, okay, before I don't have the ability to take care of things outwardly, I've got to take care of things inwardly. So what's going to help you with that? A couple of things. We have Othala and we have Laguz reversed. So Othala is the rune of the home and the homeland. It's going to be very important for you to focus on home. It's going to be very important for you to focus on your comfort zone, what gives you solace, what gives you sanctuary, even protection, what gives you protection, although we're coming to that. So that's really going to be your main focus. Get that in order. Really focus on that and have that. And once you get that settled, then it's going to be even easier. But that's what this is all going to be about. So really look at what you need to keep yourself comfortable, to keep yourself feeling like your home is a sanctuary. What is also going to help, and what's going to help that, is we have Laguz reversed. I'm going to read this a few ways. Logos is a rune of emotion, intuition, heart, and flow. It's the water. And reversed on the upper line, I'm seeing this as, first of all, acknowledge negative emotions, like acknowledge uncomfortable emotions, but also surf them. So you're not going to identify as them, but you're going to say, okay, this is something that I am feeling that I need to acknowledge and be honest about with myself, and to maybe, either watch them pass or do whatever they are telling us to take care of. So there's that. Second, to seek your deep inner heart, because that's what's going to help guide you. Third, look into intuition, like basically trust your intuition on things as you're assembling what is home for you. Just feel into that, and just basically allow yourself to feel deeply these the things that you're feeling, acknowledge them, but let them flow. Let them flow inwardly, because they are weather, they are the river, and they're going to just flow. So once you acknowledge how you're feeling, which you definitely need to do, especially uncomfortable emotions, acknowledge them, do what you need to do about them if something is needing to be done, but also just let them flow and stay on top of it, surf them. And that's going to help you when you're putting together things that have to do with home, that have to do with comfort. Because if you're honest with yourself about how you feel, then it's going to be easier to say, okay, what do we need to make that happen in terms of comfort and make it be a comfortable place for me. And that's going to be part of what's going to direct and also help the things you're taking care of for yourself in this moment. What isn't going to help? We have Pertho reversed and we have Dagas. So usually what isn't going to help directly leads from this consideration of, the sense of, you're thinking about your sense of worth in the world, because it's not even reversed here. It's like the sense of worth in the world. It's like, well, I need to take care of things for myself. So first of all, what isn't going to help is we're worried about unpleasant surprises. So because if you don't have this in order, if this comes up, then this is going to sort of knock you off balance. But also, learning about, basically as you do this, you may be worried about what you're going to learn about yourself, because as you're taking care of that, things become overwhelming. As soon as you turn inward is going to go, oh my gosh, they're paying attention to me now, and just give you everything all at once, which is why this is Dagas here. Dagas is the breaking of the day. It's everything in your face all at once, overwhelm, just this blaze of everything coming at you. And that is, it's going to feel like more being revealed to you than you want, because you're finally giving it attention. So there is going to be a sense of overwhelm. There is going to be a sense of, oh my gosh, everything coming at me. And that's going to be an uncomfortable surprise, because Pertho's a lot box. It has to do with surprises and fate. And it's whatever's in the lot box was already in the lot box. So it's a surprise to you, but it's stuff that has always been going on. Like it's already been happening. So it's a reveal, but it's like, oh my gosh, because this was like if you were neglecting this for up until this point, just because you were taking care of other things, because you were a conscientious and dutiful person, you are going to be in a situation where once you turn to your own stuff, it's going to be like that Marx Brothers movie where everybody falls out of the room. So, so that could drag you down if you let it. Just the fact that it is going to feel overwhelming once you actually turn to it, and there's just going to be so much that you're going to feel like you have to take care of, and it's all pouring out at you at once, and it's going to be like, what do I even look at first? So if this starts to happen, bring yourself back up to here, and what will help. So first of all, again, your primary focus is getting your home space in order first. So, because once you take care of that, everything else is going to be like, at least you're going to have that to retreat to. You're going to have that to give you solace and sanctuary and comfort. And everything else is going to be like, okay, but I have this. So you can retreat to that. You can take care of that, and at least you'll have that. But the other thing is, for all of the overwhelm and for all of the emotion that's going to come up, this is where you're going to acknowledge the emotion, maybe write it down. If you're journaling, definitely journal that. It's like, I am feeling this, point form. And let it be felt, and acknowledge it, and be honest with yourself about what you're feeling and what you're going through. But at the same time, acknowledge that it's weather, that it's a river, and let that river flow inwardly, and just be aware of it, because it's that part of it, the emotional part of it. It is important, but it's important also not to identify as it, because that can really overpower you. So acknowledge it, write it down, say, I am acknowledging this and I'm going to deal with what it's telling me. But right now I'm working on getting my home in order. And this could be even just like a mental state of home, but it's all upright. So I'm thinking probably there's some actual practical stuff that needs to be taken care of as well. Ultimately, what this is going to lead you to is we have algae, which is the rune of the elk or the moose. This is protection and support. So you will succeed. It's not going to take long to get it to the point where you're going to feel much more supported than you were before and more protected than you were before. And once you have that, then you can go back to helping other people, although you ought to probably continue helping yourself and taking care of yourself, because that's important. But you are going to a place, you are going to get this in order in pretty much one step. Not one step, but like it's not going to take you like a year to do, I don't think. It's going to be like, once you start focusing on this, it'll take that period of time to do that, however long that takes to get things in order to where you're comfortable. And then you will feel supported, and you can do that. And this is you tending your own cattle, which is very, very important. This is what gives you your sense of value and worth. So that's the thing that needs to be established so that you can go forward and keep that as solace and sanctuary while you go and help other people again. But to always refer back to this and to always continue to work on this, because that's going to help you the most. So that is the message that wanted to come through today. I wish you all the best with this, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye.